Just hope you all are fine and doing well and safe. Take care of yourself and take care of your family members. In fact, last few days I have taken, uh, I've shared with you videos on ITR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And today I'm going to discuss about ITR 7. So at the beginning, I'll be sharing one small PPT and then I'll show you in the online also by logging in, and I'll try to show you the offline form and how to fill up it. So let's start. If this video is not permitted by the net, internet issues are there, then I'll go for second video also. So let me share the screen first. Okay. Let me share the screen first. Small PPT. There is too much network issues, so it disturbs really. What happened? Yeah, yes, come, thanks God. So my small PPT has come. Let me go for slide show, slide sharing. It's not working. Why? Yeah, it's work. Yeah, we have to bear it. This you have to have some patience. So just wait. It will be coming in the full screen. Yeah. So today's topic is e-filing of ITR 7. So let us start. Who fills up ITR 7 and how it is filled up? Who cannot fill up ITR 7? And all about ITR 7 I'll be discussing in this small presentation. So I have already discussed with you in some other videos that ITR 7 is filed by those individuals and companies that fall under following sections. Section 139(4)A, Section 139(4)B, Section 139(4)C, and Section 139(4)D. I'd already discussed these sections in some other video. So now I'll be going straight away the eligibility criteria for ITR 7. Who can fill up ITR 7? All individuals who obtain income from property if said property is in the name of trust. So remember the question of trust. In case of trust, we can go for ITR 7. All individuals who receive income for the sole purposes of charity or a religious offerings. Political party, any political party that earns a net income that is more than ceiling limit and that is exempt from tax, then political party also has to file return, and that return will be ITR 7. Then association that carry out scientific research. If there is association that carrying out the scientific research, then it will fill up ITR 7. News organizations and companies. News organizations, you know, the organizations we deal with news items, news collection and news distribution, they will also fill up ITR 7. Organizations mentioned in section 1023A and section 1023B, they also follow ITR 7. Educational institutions such as school, college, universities, they fill up ITR 7. So remember, educational institutions, school, college, and universities, they fill up ITR 7. Medical institutions, just like hospitals, clinics, they also fill up ITR 7. So they are just sequence, you know, in filling up ITR 7. Let me tell you in very brief. We shall show it in the format, downloaded form, and also online I can show you that there are two parts, part A and part B, and then verification. So these are the two main parts of ITR 7, and part A has got lots of schedules. These schedules I shall show you. These schedules I shall share with you for which purposes which schedule is used, and then part B, and after that you have filled up everything, then you go for verification, put your signature, other things. So these are the things, and there are some instructions for filling up ITR 7 form. Let us see some instructions, a little bit of instructions which may be of relevance to you. All items must be filled in the manner indicated therein, otherwise the return may be liable to be held defective or even invalid. So this is a very important thing. You follow how the system of filling up ITR 7, it will be available in the format itself also, it will be there. So follow the system properly. Otherwise, the return will be treated as defective. It may be treated as invalid. Then there will be a lot of problems you have to again may have to pay penalty also, or you have to go for refiling, and all these things will be there. So follow the guidelines as given in the format and for filing up ITR-7. If any schedule is not applicable, score across as NA. You write not applicable. If there may be a schedule which is not applicable, but if you have to write NA, otherwise you cannot fill up it because there are some mandatory points. And if any item is inapplicable, suppose write NA against the same item. If there is any item which is inapplicable, you can write NA. NM is not applicable. And if any schedule itself is not applicable, there also against the schedule you write NA, means not applicable. Then some more points to fill up. You write nil to denote nil figures. If there is an item where figure is nil, you write NIL nil there. Except as provided in the form, for negative figures of loss, etc., you put minus sign. You see, this text of minus sign you write before the figure. And one more point, two more points I'm going to share with you for rounding off of the figures. All figures should be rounded off to the nearest 1 rupee. Figures should be rounded off to the nearest 1 rupee, all items. And secondly, see one more point, figures of total income or loss, tax payable be finally rounded off to nearest multiple of rupees 10. 10 rupees multiples. That means at the end of the total tax or total income, whatever it may be, there should be 1 0 has to be there. Suppose the last two digits are 88, so you make it 90. Last two digits are 81, you make it 80. So nearest multiples of 10. And if you one particular figure of income or loss is to be rounded off, nearest 1 to 2. So at the total income or total loss or total tax payable, if you round it up to the nearest multiple of 10 rupees. Please remember this. And remember one more point, no NFCR is required. No NFCR is required. No document including TDS certificate should be attached with this return form while filing ITR-7. TDS certificate, TCS certificate, all these things need not be attached there. This need not be attached. So taxpayers are advised, these supporting documents need not be attached, but the taxpayers are advised to match the taxes deducted, collected and paid by or on behalf of them with the tax credit statement form 26AS. So what is it? You're advised to match the taxes and deducted, means TDS, or tax collected, TCS, or tax paid. All these things, figures have to be matched, should be matched with the document, supporting document. But documents need not be attached as NFCRs. So this is the presentation, and let me now go to some other sharing. I'll share the online. I'll log in. I'll share the login and share with you. So where is it? Let me find out. Yeah. Let me find out. Okay. Where is it? Let me find out. Just a minute. Cannot minimize. Okay. Okay. One more tab I'm finding. It will take some time. There's some net issues. Anyway, I do one thing. I share the format first. Let me share the ITR-7 first. ITR-7. that schedule I'll be sharing with you all. How to fill up ITR-7. Let me, and later on I'll see again. I'll try to connect online. I've shown you several times how to connect online. So now let me show you the files I form of ITR-7 form. So this is the form ITR-7 for the assessment year 2021. This is the form for assessment year 2021. See the format. See, Indian income tax return for persons including company is required to file return under sections 139 4A, 139 4B, 139 4C, and 139 4D. And all these things I have explained, I think, in the first video. So you can refer to that. And rule 12 of the income tax rules 1962, and you see assessment year 2021 and 2020 and 22. So general information you have to give, name as mentioned in the deed of creation. Suppose it's a trust, so there will be the name of the trust. You put the name of the trust here, or establishment, whatever is there. So it is written in the deed of creation, deed of establishment, or incorporation, formation of the company. So that name will be coming here, and then you put here the PAN number. Then you give the address of the premises of the building, then locality, all addresses you give here, state, PIN code, all these things will be coming here. Then return furnished under section, which one you have to tick here. See here options are 139 4A, 139 4B, 139 4C, and 139 4D or others. So which section your return belongs to, you have to tick here. Please verify the section under which exemption is claimed, because here you are going to claim some exemption also for using the property for religious and charitable purposes. So you have to fill up these things. Date of filing the original return. When you file the original return, date of filing, residential status, resident or non-resident. These things you have to mention here. Whether the income of individual is included for which claim under section 90 and 90A, etc. has been made or not. So all these details you have to give. Name of the representatives, you have to give the name of the representatives. Then name of the firm. Suppose whether you are a partner in a firm, so give the name of the firm. Like that you have to fill up. You have to give PAN number, then balance of cost of acquisition, all the details. In case of shares, you have to give the details of shares when you collected page below of the shares. All the details you have to go on filing up. In case of 7, Form 7, then let me see what is coming. Let me be slow. If A or B is yes, then aggregate annual receipt of such activities in respect of the institution. Name of the project or institution, you have to give the name of the project. Whether approved by section 80G, under section 80G. You know what is 80G? Is for donation. So your donation you've made, whether it is approved by section 80G, you have to put here yes, no, and the amount you have to put here. Date of registration you have to put here. So this you have to go ahead with ITR-7. Next, see what is coming. Audit information. Yes, even these accounts have to be audited. So you have to give audit information. Name of the auditor signing the audit report. Membership of the auditor. Name of the auditor. Auditor means firm or proprietorship. Their PAN number. Date of audit report. Date of furnishing the audit report. All these things, you know, you have to submit in the return form. Then what is it? Members information. Yeah, here you have to give the name and address of the members of association. In case of association of person, there will be some members, you know. So those members details will be coming here. Members details, PAN number, Aadhaar number, all these things will be coming here. Then schedules. There will be lots of schedules. I told you under A, under part A, there are lots of schedules. I've shown you in the PPT. There are lots of schedules. So those schedules, let us see what are coming. Schedules to the return form. Schedule 1. What is it? Details of amount accumulated as a part set apart within the meaning of section 11(2) in terms of third provision of section 1023C. So schedule I you have to fill up according to the format what is given here, amount accumulated, then purpose of accumulation, all these things will be coming here. Schedule I, then schedule J is coming. Under schedule J, what is to be put, you see, in statement showing the fund and investment as the last day of the previous year. So balance of the corpus fund, what is the fund of your organization? Corpus fund of the previous year. Balance of the corpus fund the last day of the previous year. So these things you have to show here. Investment in government savings schemes. Whether you have invested in post office savings banks, where you have invested, or you have investment in UTI or any other. All these investment details also will be coming here, and then you have to total all these investments with the date of investment, date of maturity, amount of investment, maturity amount. All these things you have to put here clearly according to the question. Then investment held during the time of previous year. When did you purchase the investment? All these details will be coming here as per necessity. And then go to schedule K. Statement of particulars regarding authors, founder, trustee, manager of the trust or institution to be mandatorily filled by the person filing the return. 7. So the person who is filing the return 7, that person has to give the statement particulars regarding author. This may be author, writer, it may be founder, maybe trustees, managers. Their details have to be given here. So name of the author, founder, etc., their PAN number, Aadhaar number, name of the person who are trustees or members. So that way you have to give these details as per necessary. Let me go a bit fast because you can know, you can understand these things. Once you see the form, you can do it yourself also. And regarding, I told you, even political parties, if they file the return, they fill up ITR-7. So schedule LA means about political parties, whether books of accounts are maintained or not. See, political parties is not a business organization, and they may not maintain the books of account, or they maintain also. So you have to mention whether books of accounts are maintained or not, yes or no. Whether any voluntary contribution from the person in excess of 20,000 rupees was received. So if any voluntary contribution received from any person more than rupees 20,000, then you have to mention, first you say yes or no, and then you have to go ahead with this, because political parties receive contribution from different persons, but that limit is given 20,000 rupees. If amount is received more than that, then you have to in excess of 20,000 rupees, you have to mention yes or no. If yes, whether record of such voluntary contribution other than contribution by way of electoral bonds in excess of 20,000 rupees, including name and address of the person who made such contribution, were maintained. So if anybody has given more than 20,000 rupees to the political party, then the political party has to give the details of that person, and whether accounts have been audited or not. Next point, accounts when you have received money from different persons. So whether this is audited or not, that question is coming here. So it's about political party. If audited, then furnish the following: the date of the furnishing audit report, if it is audited, name of the auditor signing the audit report, membership of the auditor. Say, suppose you are a chartered accountant, then you will be having a certificate of practice from Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So that is membership number. You have to put it here. Name of the auditor, proprietorship or firm. The audit may be a proprietorship firm or whatever it may be. So that name will be coming here, and proprietorship or firm registration number will be coming here. PAN number, date of audit report, all these things will be coming here under political party. And how it is audited, because audit is the most important thing, as all of you know. And next one more is here. It is gone. Let me find it. One more was there. LA, yeah, LA political party have done it. So next, what is coming? ET. ET means electoral trust. Electoral trust. whether books of account maintained or not, whether records of each voluntary contribution and address, PAN number, all these things. Who has made the voluntary contribution? This should also be coming, because in a trust also many people give voluntary contribution. So those records will have to be given here regarding voluntary contribution to the trust. Then you have to give details about the voluntary contribution, amount distributed during the year, opening balance on 1st April, voluntary contribution received during the year. All these things you have to give, how much money you have received from the different persons as voluntary contribution. These details have to be given because these are necessary in case of trust. Then next is coming schedule VC. VC means voluntary contribution. Again coming corpus fund, donation, other corpus fund, grant received from government, grant received from companies under corporate social responsibility. Because if you are a trust, you are doing some social service, or there are some companies according to Companies Act 2013 section 135. You know, there is a provision of contributing for corporate social responsibility by the companies. 2% they will contribute for corporate social responsibility. So if your trust has received any such contribution from any company, you have to give the details here. You have to give the details here. Then you have to receive any foreign contribution. You may have received any contribution from foreign countries. Then also you have to mention that. And there may be anonymous donation. Anonymous donation means you have received donation from some person, but that person is not willing to declare or announce his name. So that is anonymous. You have received the donation, but from whom you received, that name is hidden, kept confidential. So that also you have to give the details, aggregate of anonymous donation received. All these things you have to share it here. You have to write here. Then next schedule AI, aggregate of income. AI means aggregate of income received during the previous year, excluding voluntary contribution. So what other income you have received, like received from main object? What is the main object of your trust? Then from the main object you have received the money, that you put here. And earlier I've shown you have received from voluntary contribution. It is not that. It is aggregate of income. Then rent, commission, dividend, interest, agricultural income, whatever you have received, those things will be coming under AI. Schedule AI. It will be coming under schedule AI. And then let us see what else is coming. ER. Yes, next is schedule ER. ER means revenue expenditure incurred during the year, an amount applied to the stated objects of the trust, including the previous year. So that is about ER means revenue expenditure. It is ER, but revenue expenditure. So what are the revenue expenditures you have made for the trust? That details will be coming here, like rent you have paid, repairs, maintenance. You pick up from this, from your income and expenditure account. And you might have, because it is trust, no non-trading, you must have made an income expenditure account. So from income expenditure account, you pick up these figures: rent, repairs, compensation to employees, insurance, workmen and staff, welfare, entertainment, hospitality, advertisement. All these things you pick up from your income expenditure account and fill up here. If any figure is not applicable, put nil. Suppose there is no amount is there. And if any item is not applicable to your organization, you put NA. Then expenditure on object of the trust institution. Expenditure on object. So what were the object of the trust? The object of the trust may be, it is written in the, their memorandum, it should be written what are the objects of the trust. Suppose trust object is donation or to religious fund, relief of poor, education, yoga, medical relief, preservation of environment, anything may be their object. So in response to the objects, where this trust has paid how much money, how much expenditure, that you have to fill up here according to the object of the trust, which had trust has paid how much money, that will be coming here. And there may be some expenditure which is not allowed So if you have put any expenditure, but it is not allowed by the income tax, those things will be coming here. Disallowable expenditure, bad debt, provisions, donations, forming part of the cost. These things are not allowed. So you have to, if there is anything, you have to mention it here. Then, let us see what is coming. EC, EC gone. EC. Let me find it. It is gone. Okay, it will be coming. It will be coming. Just a minute. It will be coming. Yeah, EC. So scheduled EC means amount applied to charitable or religious purposes in India. So what amount, how much amount you have paid for charitable or religious purposes? Those details will be recorded here. And then next schedule is IE. Here you have to put IE means income and expenditure account. So you are a non-trading organization, so you must prepare income and expenditure account. So you have to put the details here. How total received, including voluntary contribution, application of income towards object, and then accumulated income. So how much money you have received, including voluntary contribution also, how much money you have received, the total will be coming here. And application, after receiving the money, you use the money, you apply the money, you utilize the money, pay the money for objectives of the institution to fulfill the objectives. So how much you have paid and how much is in the balance. Those things will be coming here. Then again, they are putting detailed income and expenditure statement. Here you have to put, there was only total figures, aggregate figures. But here you again give in details, total received, including any voluntary contribution, application, all these things will be again coming here. Do you have any income which is taxable? If you have any income which is taxable, you put here. Because in this organizations also, there may be some items of income which is taxable, like income from house property, income from business, income from capital gains, income from other sources. Here may be some taxable items. All items are not taxable in case of trust also. So whatever is taxable, you have to mention here. Then okay, then IE4, objectives of the institution. Yeah, IE3, we are in IE3, income expenditure. Objectives of institution, you have to put here the objectives of the institution, then address where activities carry out. You are a trust and you are doing some things for the society or for your target group, for your people, you are doing a lot of work. In which area, which place you are doing this good work, social services. Total received including voluntary contribution will be again coming here. If you have received any grant from the government, you have to mention it here also. And then IE4, again from the income and expenditure account, you have to mention objective of the institution, address where activity is carrying out. All these things you will be putting, it's according to the sections, it is different in different cases. Then HP means house property. If you are having house property, then put your details of the house property because you are earning income from that, address of the property, and town, city, state, PIN number, all details you'll be putting here about the house property which you are having and from which you are earning income. So this thing is referred to in HP means house property. And then CG means capital gains. Schedule CG. Capital gains, there are two types of capital gains, long-term capital gains, short-term capital gains. You must have studied these things in your other semesters, capital gains. So if the trust is having any sort of capital gains, so those things will be coming here. Capital gains, what happens, cost of acquisition, then cost of improvement, then expenditure, you total all these things, and then your difference between the sale proceeds and this cost will be your capital gains. So all these details will be coming here from your account. Capital gains, so that you have to put your capital gains here, and capital gains may be short term and long term. You know what is short term capital gains and what is long term capital gains. Accordingly, you fill up this form, this gaps, you fill up this blanks, and how you have calculated capital gains, short term or long term, you put it here. Then schedule OS. Yeah, gross income chargeable to tax at normal applicable rate, dividend, interest, all these things will be coming. And OS means, dear students, it is other sources actually from your not normal course, because you are a trust, you are doing some social services, you are taking donation, you're giving charity. But in addition to that, you may have invested somewhere in some shares, then you'll be getting dividend, debentures, you'll be getting interest. Maybe you have saved in post office or bank, you'll be getting interest. So those other sources, income from other sources, those things will be, it will be coming here. Income from other sources will be coming here. And next, you'll be filling up with offline form. I see I have downloaded. You'll download this form and fill up offline, and then you shall upload it in the portal. Then OA, do you have income from business or profession? So OA stands for business or profession here. OA, do you have income from business or profession? Because this trust may also have some sort of business, small businesses or big businesses. So name of the business or profession, these things will be given here, and the details of business or profession will be given here. Then after that, what will be giving? You shall give schedule BP, comparison of income from business and profession. Above you shall give the details, and below you shall give the income from business or profession. Business or profession, that thing will be coming below, all details. Then there may be brought forward losses, details of income after set off, set off and brought forward of losses, So set off of current year losses, all details will be given here. Set off of current year losses will be coming here. And PTI, what is it? Pass-through income. Pass-through income details from business trust or investment fund as per section 115 UA or 115 UB. So those things also will be coming here. Pass-through income from business trust. There's a business trust. And then SI, what is it? Income chargeable to tax as special rates. SI means special income. If you're having any special income, it will be coming here. Special income will be coming here. Any other source like winning from lottery, puzzle, horse race, games, then units without indexation. Then what else may be coming here? Just see through income, short-term capital gains, long-term capital gains. These things again is to put here according to the nature of the format. Then 11, schedule 11, 115 TD. What is it? Accredited income under section 115 TD. So here fair market value, then less total liability of trust, all these things will be coming here. Yeah. So next, let us move ahead. FSI, details of income outside India. So foreign source of income. If you are having any foreign source of income, your trust is having some asset in the foreign country or income from the foreign country, then you'll be filling up this portion. And if it is not applicable for you, you write NA means not applicable. If it's applicable, you fill up. Then TR, summary of the tax relief. TR means tax relief. If you have anywhere got tax relief, you have to put here. So tax relief will be put here. If it's any FA, if you are having a foreign asset, earlier was foreign income, this is foreign asset. Foreign asset details you have to give in here, which country, how much asset, what is the form of asset, what is the value, account number, status, all these things will be coming here. FM is foreign asset. So all details are given. Any form, any type of trust can fill up this. And schedule H, SH means shareholding. So it matters a lot when you invest in shares of unlisted company. I have told in other forms also, it has got special consideration for shareholders of unlisted company. If your trust has invested in unlisted company shares, then you have to give the details here, name of the shareholder, residential status, type of share, PAN number, date of acquisition, all the details will be coming here. The TI, statement of income for the period ended 31st March 2021. So is the current year assessment year, previous year. So 31st March up to 31st March 2021, the total income, TI means total income, all total income, item by item will be again put in here. So voluntary contribution, then voluntary contribution forming part of purpose, all details again will be coming here in a summarized form. So this is TI means total income. Okay, it will be coming. Just sometimes net case problem. Okay, let a little bit of left here. Yeah. So TI, you have seen TI means total income will be coming here. Then yeah, TTI. TTI means computation of tax liability on total income. Tax liability on total income. So how much is the tax liability? Tax on normal rate, tax at special rate, tax at maximum marginal rate, rebate on agricultural income. You know, agriculture income is not taxable, so there will be rebate on that. Then tax payable on total income. Then all these things will be coming here. Health and education, SAS, 4% SAS, whatever you were given, SAS on tax. Then gross tax liability will be coming here. Gross tax liability. The tax relief may be under section 1990A, section 91, and those tax relief. The net tax liability will be coming here. Interest and fee payable. Interest and fee payable will be coming here. Aggregate liability, then taxes paid. How much tax you have paid? You see, tax paid may be in the form of advance tax paid, or in the form of tax deducted resource, or in the form of tax collected resource, or in the form of self-assessment tax, and so total tax paid will be coming here. So beautifully they've given advance tax, TDS, TCS, self-assessment tax, then total tax payable. So from the total tax, payable, from the total tax liability, tax payable will be deducted, and then if you have paid more tax, it will be refunded to you, and if you have paid less tax, you have to pay it. So total taxable liability, tax liability was here, and total tax paid came here. And suppose you have paid less, then what will happen? You have to put your amount payable here, means tax payable. But if you have paid more, then it will be refund. You put your refund. It will be deposited directly to your bank account, which is registered with IT. Which is submitted. That account will be, you'll be refunding to that. Net tax payable. Then do you have bank account in India? Give the bank account, IFSC code of the bank account. You know why you have to give bank account IFSC code? Because you give IFSC code of bank, name of the bank, account number, all details if you give, then if there is any refundable amount, it will be directly refunded to your bank account. So simple, the refund comes that way. And then tax payments will be again be showing here tax payment details. You'll be showing your tax payment details, and then TCS, TDS, all details will be coming here. And now form is filled up. So you have to verify the form. How? Like you write your name, Mr. or Miss this, son or daughter of your parents' name, solemnly declare that the best of my knowledge and belief and the for information given in the return and schedule statement, etc., in complying with the correct and complete accordance with the provisions of section income tax in 1961. So you are verifying this way. I further declare that I am making the return in my capacity as what? As SSC or as a representative, whatever may be. You have to mention here, and there will be drop down menu will be there. You will choose your capacity, and I am also competent to make the return and verify it. So you have to declare that you are competent and verify it. You're competent to verify it and competent to make the return. I'm holding permanent account number. Put your permanent account number also here, and then you are writing that I further declare that the critical assumptions specified in the aggregate have been satisfied, and all the terms and conditions of the agreement have been complied with. Applicable in a case where return is filed under section 92 CD. Then you have to put your signature here, put your date here, put your place here. If it is Guwahati, write Guwahati. If it is Delhi, write New Delhi, write Mumbai, Kolkata, whatever place you write here, date you write here, signature, and your return is filled up. And then you save it. And then what you have to do, let me show you possible how it is to be uploaded. How it is to be uploaded. I want to show you how it is to be uploaded. Let me show you. Oh, it is not minimizable. I can, it's not coming today. Okay, let me share the thing. Yeah. So let me take a new tab and log on and show you. See, I have shown you so long. Let it come. By this time, within this time, I'll be explaining what I've done so long. I had downloaded the font for you, ITR-7 for the assessment year 21-22, and I've showed in a very fast manner, in a very speedy way. Quickly, I've shown this. What are the items included there? There are two parts, part A and part B. Part A is having lots of schedules. I've shown you how to fill up the schedules, and part B also, and then you have to declare, give your verification, you put your signature, date and place, all these things, and you save it now. After you save it now, then you log on. Let me try to log on, and you have to upload this offline. You can online also, but you can upload it up this form, and after uploading in the portal, then you have to take a printout of it and send to income tax department. Address is in Bangalore. You can find the address, no problem, and keep a copy with you for your future reference. So let me try to log in. So www. There's a problem with net every time. Okay. www income tax dot go, it has come, income tax dot government dot in, it has come already. So let me try to log into that. It come up now. It's coming. I'll log on with my user ID and password and show you how it all matters, because you have downloaded and you have filled up the form offline. That will not do. Now you have to upload it as attachment. You have to upload it, and for that you have to log in. And after uploading, take a printout. Two printouts you take, send one to income tax office at Bangalore. The address is given. You can find it, which is the address, and one keep it yourself. And let it be, it's, moving. It will be coming. Then I'll log on this thing. So by the time it is logged in, let me not keep quiet. Let me talk to you, because some other points. Today I am doing income tax form, return form 7, and I told you who are the persons who fill up 7, and I have also shown you the format, latest format, assessment year 21-22, that ITR-7 format. I have shown you that also, and I have shown you how to fill up. And now see, I am logging in. So I put my user ID, then I'll put my password and log in. Yeah, for password putting, you click here, this click you have to do is confirm your secure access management, and then you have to put your password here, and put my password. Okay, and then I'll log on very easily, and I'll show you ITR-7 how it all matters. Please wait for some time, and we shall see that the last format I've already discussed 7 formats altogether, including this. So it is logged on properly, successful. I'm very happy today. Net is disturbing, but not very much. So I am a bit happy today, happier than yesterday. So I have logged in, and welcome back board, they have said, and see tax. I don't need these things to discuss with you right now. I'm going to file now. I'm going to file now. I clicked on file now. So file now, you have to select your assessment year first. All of you know, you have to select your assessment year first. So assessment year is this one, 21-22 assessment year, and I'll continue with this 21-22. Okay, should come, should come. Just a minute. Okay, I've taken. Now you see, select mode of filing, online or offline. So if I have already filled up, I can go. If I want to upload offline, I have to click it here. I have to click it here and filing type. Select filing type. See filing type. Suppose it is original return, modified return, original return, revised return. Let me choose original return. And ITR type. Let me choose from here ITR type. And my ITR type is what? Why 7 is not coming? 7 should come here. ITR-7. Okay, it will be coming later on. Okay, yeah. So you just simply attach file here. You just simply click here. See, I am clicking. Okay, I am clicking. If it is offline mode you are doing, okay, I'm not showing online. Offline means I have already filled up and I am uploading. So attach file will be coming here. It is not coming. Okay, it should come. I shall choose my file, that filled up file, wherever I've kept from my document or from my pen drive, from my hard disk or from my desktop, or it might be, and that just I shall upload it. So it is like that. See, it is coming. It is coming this way. I was using this thing, so it's come. So I can go to say desktop. I can go to desktop. Wherever I've kept my file, I have to choose from there. And then I'll select and I'll put open. But now I'm not doing anything because it is just teaching you. So that way you can upload in the offline form. But suppose you want to do it online. So offline is okay. I cleared it. Now suppose you are doing online. So in that case, again, you choose your assessment here. I'm showing you online as far as time is permitting me, net is permitting me, I'm showing online. If you do online, that format that I have filled up, no need to fill up. Okay, directly you'll be doing online, and that online work may not have been completed in one sitting. You have done 1 or 2 days back also, suppose, and you have saved that thing, partly you have done. So today you are supposed taking, but in my case, I am starting fresh. So no saved draft is there. So I'll prefer to file a fresh income tax return. I have no saved draft. Earlier I have not done. Today only fresh I am doing. So this one is coming. But for the person who have already done some part of it filled up and saved, so that will be it automatically coming here. Right? No need that you have to do everything in one sitting. No need. You can do several sittings also. So I'm doing the fresh file, fresh return. So let me see what is coming. As much as time is permissible, I'll be taking little more minute to explain. So see, individual, HUF and others. Let me take others and choose my type of SSC. So what type of SSC you want to choose? It may be again, company as this one, association of person, limited liability. You choose which type of organization you belong to. You have. Suppose I have my trust is in the name of association of persons. So I'm choosing it, and then let me go ahead. Yeah, and now I'll do what I'm doing online. Don't confuse. Now I'm doing online. Then this one, yeah. So for this association of person, 1, 2, 3, 4 are not applicable. As you know, these things are not applicable for association of persons or trust or whatever it may be. So for trust or association of person, what is applicable? Let us find it. ITR-7 is applicable, right? You have seen 1, 2, 3, 4 are disabled, and ITR-7 is live here, active. And you can ask me, sir, where is ITR-5 and 6? I have inquired that income tax department has not yet uploaded this in the new portal, so I'm not getting it, but I've shown you offline these formats already. I've shown you in the last videos, and today as I need ITR-7, it is the active in case of association of persons. So it may be political party, it may be anything, but 1, 2, 3, 4 are inactive. ITR-7 is active, so I clicked ITR-7, chosen it. ITR-7, I have chosen it. Then what they are saying, for including companies required to furnish return under section 139 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D. This I told you in the beginning of my presentation also. So 139 4A, same 4B, 4C, 4D. So people under this section, persons under this section have to fill up this. So I know you have to tick it. I know which return form is applicable to me. So tick it. Yes, I know it. Then help me. No, I don't want help. So don't tick it. If you don't know which return form you have to fill up, then help me to tick here. Decide which schedules are applicable. But I know, so I put it here. So I am proceeding with ITR-7. I am proceeding with ITR-7 in online mode. Yeah, ITR-7. Let's get started. ITR-7. I'm doing it, and let's get started. So what are the steps in of online? You know, in every case there are three steps: validate your return, then confirm your return, and verify and submit the return. So these are the three steps in ITR-7 also. You have to go step by step, one by one, clearing, and then it will be submitted. So let's get started. It is in other cases also, these three parts are coming. Validate your return, pre-filled data will be there. You can correct also pre-filled data, but you have to verify, validate those data. Then these schedules will be coming. So many schedules will be coming. See, part A, general information. These are all pre-filled. General part A, so many things are coming in part A. Then you'll be getting part B is coming. So many schedules are coming. I've already explained the offline mode, these things in the downloaded form. So I'm not going to repeat it here. So then it will be coming income. If you give details of income, then voluntary contribution, all the details I have to discuss. I've discussed that little while back. And then all these details, house of party and all the details I have as explained in the offline format. This you will be fill upping all these things, and then you have to go ahead. Same format will be available here as I explained in the offline mode. So all these details are coming. Whichever schedule you want to do it, you can click that schedule and then fill up as per your necessity. As per your necessity. So after fill upping all these things, then you should go ahead, and after that part A will be over. Part A will be over. Then see, after you fill upping, you have to go ahead. Then other steps will be coming, and you have to fill up those steps one by one. The tax computation, tax payment. I've shown you a little while in the offline form. So those things will be available here in the online also. And accordingly, you should go on fill upping these things, and ultimately you should verify and submit. So these things are coming time and again because I'm not filling up anything. If I go on filling up now, then it will be saved, and the next item will be coming to me. And anyway, you have understood. So how you have to fill up these things. I'm not describing all these schedules because all these schedules I have just now described in the offline mode, and that form will be available again here. See, ET, Schedule J, Schedule LA, all these things. Schedule BC means voluntary contribution, all these things. So you'll be going to fill up in, as I have explained in offline mode, you fill up in online mode. And in online mode, what you have to do, you have to at the end, you have to put all the details, you have to check your pre-filled data, and then you have to verify and you have to submit. See, verify and submit. In offline mode, I have shown you. Similarly, you fill up all the columns as necessary. If any schedule is not applicable, you write NA. If any item is not applicable, you write NA. If any item having figure is nil, you write nil. Then you go ahead and then verify. I've shown you, and then submit from offline mode. After fill upping that, you have to submit by attachment. You have to upload it. So all these things I have discussed. Dear students, please go ahead with this section ITR-7. ITR-7, I've tried my best to show how and who and where it will be done, both online and offline. And thank you very much. Stay blessed, all with you. Stay safe, all with you. For all these things, short notes will be coming. Whatever I've discussed, that was short note, maybe in the form of multiple choice question, maybe in the form of, true, false, maybe in the form of fill up the gaps. All these short notes will be coming. It may be not only in BCom, in SCS, IS, those competitive examinations also, these types of short notes, multiple choice questions may be there. So get the concept clear. That's the most important thing. Get the concept clear. I've given some introduction. If this way go ahead yourself, then you can learn a lot and you'll have a lot of practice. You'll be very much comfortable with all these things. So please remember who files ITR-7, who cannot file ITR-7, and all these things, whatever we discussed. Please see my earlier videos also. And thank you very much. Hope it helps you. Bye.